Hello and welcome to Jurisage Academy's YouTube channel. Today we'll be discussing about the LLM at Symbiosis and how to crack its personal interaction. So now that SLS has already conducted its written examination, we need to understand how to crack the next stage, which is the personal interaction stage. So firstly, this exam was held on 25th June and they're supposed to be releasing the call letters for personal interaction very soon. Only students who have qualified the AIAT, which is the All India Admission Test, only they will be receiving the call letters for the personal interaction, and there'll be different dates for different SLS. So SLS Pune, Nagpur, Noida, and Hyderabad, each of them will have their own dates for the conduction of the personal interviews. Now, SLS Pune has already released the dates, which is scheduled to be on 8th and 9th July for the LLM candidates. Now, coming on to the weightage of personal interaction and what they will be testing. So, PI carries a weightage of around 30%, and they will be testing your personal attributes, your fitment, your work experience, publications, and statement of purpose. Now, even though they do mention work experience and other things in the areas that they will be testing, but even if you are a fresher, it does not really matter because you will be having some internship experience, and also 70% of the total is from your written exam. In addition to this, you have to attach a brief CV, the format for which they have already given. So you are supposed to fill in your information like your educational details, your internship details, your co-curricular activity details. And on top of that, you also have to add a statement of purpose, which should not be more than 250 words. Now, the statement of purpose should basically give a glimpse of why you want to pursue LLM and why you want to pursue your LLM from Symbiosis, how it is going to help you further in your career. So SOP is going to be a very personal document in which you will have to talk about your own personal experiences and what is the reason of you choosing Symbiosis to pursue your LLM from. Now, coming to how to prepare for this exam. So firstly is the external thing, which is the setup. So you need to be properly dressed for the interview in formals. You need to set up your computer or laptop in a well-lit room, and you have to place it on a stable platform. You have to ensure a good Wi-Fi because during the interview, if you face Wi-Fi issues, that will not really look good on you. So on top of your Wi-Fi, also have like a backup phone network, or at least make sure that you have two sources from which you can connect to a Wi-Fi. Lastly, be comfortably seated and keep a glass of water around you. Now, coming to a few more things that you need to work upon if you are not that confident. So, firstly, you have to start practicing speaking in front of a mirror for 2-3 days. If you are not comfortable with interviews or interacting with somebody in a formal setup, you need to prepare a brief introduction about yourself because that is the first thing that anybody asks. This will also have to, be based on your CV and the SOP that you will be submitting them. And lastly, even if your communication skills are not that great, be confident and be clear in whatever you speak. Now, coming to a few more things. So, firstly, is because you'll be submitting your brief CV, you need to go through the CV that you have submitted and you have to read on the areas that you have mentioned in it. So, for example, if you're saying that you have done a litigation internship, so you need to read a little bit about the topics that you worked on in that internship or the ones that you have mentioned in your brief CV. Next, be coherent with what you have stated in your statement of purpose. So, in your statement of purpose, you will be writing as to why you want to pursue LLM from Symbiosis, what are your career goals. So, make sure whatever you say in the interview should align with whatever you have submitted in your statement of purpose. Next, read from your own background and interest because sometimes they will ask you basic questions as to what your interests are apart from law. So, be prepared with that one very general question. And lastly, if you do not know something, if you don't know the answer to something, be it a legal question or a question relating to any recent event, if you don't know it, it is okay to politely decline and move on. Now coming for the interest in the course, because if they are going to have a personal interaction with you, they are most interested in knowing why you want to join Symbiosis for LLM, what is your objective. So you have to be honest about it. You have to have a clear idea of why you want to pursue LLM from Symbiosis. Again, this will be a very personal decision. So nobody else can help you understand this except yourself because you are the best person to know why you want to choose LLM and why you want to choose Symbiosis for doing that. Prepare your answers on how Symbiosis will help you further in your career because that is something which they will definitely test. And lastly, have a researched understanding of the LLM program and the specializations that Symbiosis itself offers. Because if you go unprepared, if you're not sure as to what specialization Symbiosis is offering, your answers will be very incomplete and inauthentic. So these are some tips on cracking Symbiosis personal interaction stage. If you like this video, please like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and good luck for your interview.